I am here with Republican candidate from District 9, Jose Castillo. Jose, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, how you doing, Cameron? Thank you for having me. Um, Thank you
Yes,
for
so
having me. I'm here in Osceola County. I don't know if you've seen the results for my race so
yeah,
far.
we're actually, Jose, I'm going to show it on the screen right now. That's what we do with
Yes.
every candidate here so that we interview. So let me show the results here. You finished in third in this race, as you can see on the screen. Uh, why were you not able to come out on top tonight?
Well, it's many factors, but actually, I have actually a surprise for you because I'm here at the Republican headquarters, and actually have the winner of the race, Bill Olson, is actually here with me, and I asked him
Oh,
if I could get. Hold on, he needs a. There you go,
To
Bill.
be able to hear.
Yeah.
oh, hello, Bill. Thank you. Well, I would love to both ask you right now. When you look at these results, what are your initial thoughts? What were your initial thoughts when you heard this race called for you, Mr. Olson, and your initial thoughts, Mr. Castillo?
Well, my initial thought is that, man, I'm just so blessed. Um, a lot of people, they may or may not believe in a higher being, but I certainly do. And I'm a Christian man, and I thank the Lord above. I thank Jesus Christ as a personal person in my life, and I think that I give him the praise when it comes to this. And I also think it's really important that we also know that we in the Republican Party here, we are very united, and you see it with Jose. Okay, um, obviously it's got to sting in order to go through all that we've went through, and be in this the vote night, and then election time, and then you come into this situation. So Jose is a great guy, and he's going to be a lifelong friend.
Cameron, I can tell you this: our district is we have an incumbent who's a Democrat, and we've lost this district since 2012, 2014, 2016, 2018. And Bill, his career has been in the military, fighting for our country, fighting for our Constitution, and I think people wanted to see that change. I did get some support, but I was not able to surpass that. And Bill did raise a lot of significant more funds, which helped him deliver his message of that he's going to fight for the Constitution. We both love our country.
Yes.
We both have the same goals. We both want to get unseat our congressman. And in the end, we will accomplish it together. It'll be Bill facing him in November, but we will accomplish that goal together.
And then, in fact, I've got the support we're going to have tomorrow. We will have endorsements from all of the candidates. We are coalescing together as one Republican Party to be able to go out, and we know that in our district there is a significant more Democrats than there are Republicans. So what we have to do is that we have to be able to show those Democrats, the moderate Democrats that are out there, that are not like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Okay, they're not those socialists, and they're going so far to the left that abortion on demand, any kind of an abortion up till birth. Okay, we don't believe in that, and I believe there are many moderate Democrats here in our district that don't believe in that also, and that they believe in the sanctity of life. They believe in our values. And I think that safety and security is going to be very important.
Bill, are there any policy plans from Jose's platform that you will take with you in the general election?
Absolutely. Jose is correct that we do have it's been Jose's position all along that that we have a large excuse me pardon me, we have a large Hispanic population here, and we have to be able to and we haven't been able to in the last at least two elections. We've not been able to move that Hispanic population from the Democrat side and have them be able to vote for us as Republicans. So I'm going to be using Jose and his expertise in the Latin population as far as being able to work as a liaison for me, because I think it's important that all people are represented, okay? And that we all have equal opportunity, even though we don't always have equal outcome.
And Cameron, there was 4 candidates in this race, and the reality was that our platforms were very similar. Maybe we did have different priorities, but as far as our platforms, it was very similar. It was maybe our experience. Like I said, Bill comes from the military background. We had another candidate who was a lawyer. We had a candidate who was a mortgage banker and a pastor. I come from a hospitality industry, but as far as our values are pretty much aligned, and that's why I'm here with Bill. And actually, one of the other candidates, Mr. Sergio Ortiz, was here earlier as well. And tomorrow, all 4 of us are going to be here, trying to unify our base and making sure that we defeat Darren Soto in November.
You normally don't see this in interviews where where both candidates in a primary come together like this. What was the reason for you doing this tonight like this?
Well, we became friends early on, because we are both fighting for our community. I learned really early on when we were, going to events, hearing Bill speak, hearing Sergio speak, that when they were speaking, it was coming from the heart. They were wanting to fight for the community. It wasn't some desire to just go to Congress and become a congressman. It was more about our community and our country, and that really drew us together. So that's why we're here. And I came here to congratulate Bill and let him know that, I'm going to make sure that I rally my troops to come over on his side so that we accomplish the goal come November.
I think that we have this shared philosophy, okay, and that the Constitution is number one, okay, and we have to follow our Constitution. And even though it's an adversarial situation when you have an election, it doesn't have to be disagreeable. And even though from time to time, of course, when you're doing an election, there is going to be some friction, okay, but we just never crossed that line where it would be irreparable. Okay, we just respected each other, and I think when you have honor and dignity in people, you can see it. And we very early on, because we started this almost a year ago, or a little over a year ago.
We all said we were going to honor Ronald Reagan's 11th commandment. So
thou
and
shalt not
we stick
speak
to that.
Ill of another Republican, and we, by and large, followed that. And as you can see, I think of Jose as a friend, and I would have thought the same way if it was reversed.
Thank you both for coming on. Congratulations to you, Bill. Thank you, Jose, for coming on. These primaries are always tough races, but both of you coming together for November. Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Cameron.
Thanks, Cameron.
Have a great night.
You too.
So, Ian, that's never happened on this program. You had Jose Castillo, he lost. He's there with Bill Olson and the Republican headquarters there out in Florida. I mean, that we've never seen. Were you impressed as a Republican seeing that?
Impressed in what way? That they're coming together like that?
Yeah, because typically in these in a congressional candidate interview, you don't really see someone who lost a race with the winner congratulating each other, and of course, oftentimes you'll see candidates supporting the nominee of their party, but you wouldn't really see necessarily that on a program.
I mean that they emphasize what I hope or they restored my faith in humanity a little bit for the Republican Party, because and I was busting up right now when they said Reagan's 11th commandment, thou shalt not speak ill of another Republican, because it's something that used to be the gold standard. It really did used to be the gold standard